हरे कृष्ण माता जी।
नमो विष्णुपदाय कृष्णप्रस्थाय भूतले श्रीमते जयपतागस्वामी इति नामिने नमो सर्वपदाय नित्याय कृपकदायिने गौरकदामदाय नगरग्रामतारिणे नमो विष्णुपदाय कृष्णप्रस्थाय भूतले श्रीमते भक्तिवेदान्त स्वामी इति नामिने नमस्ते सरस्वती देवे गौरवाणी प्रचारिणे निर्विशेषा शून्यवादी पाश्चात्यादिसतारिणे जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंदा श्री अद्वैत गदाधर श्रीवासादि गौर भक्तवृंदा जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंदा श्री अद्वैत गदाधर श्रीवासादि गौर भक्तवृंदा जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंदा श्री अद्वैत गदाधर श्रीवासादि गौर भक्तवृंदा हरे कृष्णा हरे कृष्णा 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे 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 कृष्णा हरे कृष्णा 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे 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 कृष्णा 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे 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 कृष्णा 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 हरे हरे राम 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 हरे 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 कृष्णा 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 हरे 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 राम Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Jaya Prabhupada, Jaya Prabhupada, Prabhupada, Jaya Prabhupada, Jaya Gurudeva, Jaya Gurudeva, Gurudeva, Jaya Gurudeva, Nitai Gaura Hari Bol, Nitai Gaur, Nitai Gaur, Nitai Gaura Hari Bol, Nitai Gaura Hari Bol, Hari Bol, Hari Bol, Nitai Gaura Hari Bol, Nitai Gaura Sita Nata Premanande, Hari Hari Bol. Hare Krishna, wish you all a happy Damodar Mass. Hope you are all showing ghee lamp and making everybody else who are related with you, who are friends, your neighbors, you're encouraging them to show a ghee lamp to Krishna. Okay, welcome to this beautiful ninth chapter. Srila Prabhupada is mentioning ninth chapter's 14th sloka is the crux of the centermost aspect and important aspect of Bhagavad Gita, Satatam Kirtayanto Mam. So we are very fortunate on this Damodar month. We are reading the ninth chapter. Ninth chapter to 12th chapter, everything is actually directly devotional service only. From entire this portion talks about devotional service and pure devotional service. Okay, so now we already saw that there is a secret. That secret is nothing but attaining Krishna through pure devotion service. So the pure devotion service we can easily attain Krishna, and that is the secret, very confidential. So anybody and everybody will not execute the pure devotion service. It is very rarely achieved. It is not so easily available. It is very rarely achieved. Why? Krishna doesn't give it so easily because anybody who is executing pure devotional service, Krishna has to come under their control. So Krishna is always the controller. He will never let anybody else take control over him. But pure devotees naturally control Krishna due to their pure affection. So Krishna has to become submissive to this pure affection. So he doesn't so easily award a pure devotional service. So this is considered very confidential knowledge and realization. And it is very easily performed. Susukam kartum avyayam, very happily and easily performed. And we saw that a faithless person will not see Krishna, but a faithful person will see. And in purport, Prabhupada described about three different types of faith: first class, second class, and third class persons. We saw how their faith, based on the faith, the discrimination happens. So it's not that all the devotees are on the same platform and we have to see all the devotees in same level and all. Whereas Krishna Prabhupada very clearly shows the discrimination between the various levels of devotees. Okay. So having said that, now let us proceed to our fourth sloka. 4, 5, 6, and 7. These four slokas deal with something very important, that how Krishna's the relationship with Krishna with the material world. So what is the relationship? And also, of course, talking about Ananya Bhakti. So this fourth slokas talks about Krishna's relationship with the material world. So let us first read the verse and then I would like to show you certain aspects, highlights, analogies. There are certain analogies in these four verses which also help us understand this concept, how Krishna is some available in the material world as Paramatma, at the same time is aloof from the material world. He's in that, but he's not in that. So sometimes it may look confusing and contradictory subject, but actually it is very interesting and very important to understand Krishna's relationship with the material world. So these four slokas will help you understand that. So Krishna is very clearly describing his relationship with the material world here. Okay. So 4 to 7, we will see. By me, in my unmanifest form, this entire universe is pervaded. All beings are in me, but I am not in them. So this understanding the statement is very confusing. That is why always we require Acharya. Without the guidance of pure devotee spiritual master, we cannot understand. Now we have Srila Prabhupada's purports which are helping us to understand these kind of statements. By me, in my unmanifest form, the entire universe is pervaded. So Prabhupada is giving the purport and explaining Krishna's relationship with the material world. And yet everything that is created does not rest in me. And yet everything that is created does not rest in me, because Krishna has his energy. So we should understand Krishna is Ishvara and he has unlimited energies, inconceivable energies. Even we cannot understand, we cannot conceive that many energies, uncountable, infinite, and Krishna's inconceivable. Conceivable means to understand, to perceive, to understand basically, which is not possible, ununderstandable. Even sometimes Krishna is bewildered by seeing his own potency, the way it acts. So Krishna wants to know how the internal potency acts, so he comes as Lord Chaitanya. So Ishvara himself is bewildered. Do I have this many Shaktis? The energies, the various energies, they perform. They create the material world, they create the spiritual world. So many things they do as a service to Krishna. And Krishna is surprised by seeing those services. So, and yet everything that is created does not rest in me. Behold my mystic opulence. So Krishna is going talking about his mystic opulence. Although I am the maintainer of all living entities, although I am everywhere, I am not a part of this cosmic manifestation. For myself is the very source of the creation. For example, if somebody is creating something, for example, if a person, mother, is cooking a dish. So when the mother is cooking, the mother is not inside the frying pan or inside the pressure cooker. She's outside it and she's creating. But all her ideas, intelligence, all the efforts of her cutting the vegetables, washing the rice and dal, and appropriate amount of water, everything her intentions are involved within the cooking. But she's not jumping inside the cooking. Same way, even though Krishna is the creator, but Krishna also enters in every atom, but still he remains in his transcendental platform. He never become material. So that is so the entire this four verses talks about Krishna's relationship with the material world. So understand that as the mighty wind blowing everywhere rests always in the sky, all created being rests in me. O son of Kunti, at the end of the millennium, all material manifestation enter into my nature. And at the beginning of another millennium, by my potency, I create them again. So there is a pralaya and again creation, again destruction, again creation, again destruction. So end of millennium, there's a pralaya. So everything enters into Krishna. And then again, when he breathes out, then again, or the Brahma wakes up, then everything is again created. And again, everything is withheld within Krishna, Vishnu, and then again it is created. So Krishna is talking about his dealings with the material world. Hmm? Even the whole cosmic order is under me, under my will, it is automatically manifested again and again. Under my will, it is annihilated. Even the eighth verse, you see. Hmm? So Krishna is not bound by karma. So that's also all this work cannot bind me. I am ever detached from all these material activities, seated as though neutral. This material nature, which is one of my energy, is working under my direction. It's very, very important. This verse, this also I think is a memory verse. Material nature, which is one of my energy, is working under my direction, O son of Kunti, producing all moving and non-moving beings. Under its rule, this manifestation is created and annihilated again and again. But fools, they cannot understand. They think Manushya. They deride me as if I'm a human being, but I'm not a human being. Okay. So this comes later, at least till 10th, 8th to 10th. This, just hold on. Okay, I'm clicking, start reading this.
Hare Krishna Mataji, we can't hear you.
Oh, I'm really sorry. I got an important phone call. Okay. Uh, let us read this 9.4. Okay. Please repeat. Bhagavad Gita 9.4.
Mataji, you are again on mute.
Mataji got a call, I think.
Shall we read it until Mataji comes?
No, there is some in common area in our apartment. There is some fumes, and I think there is some fire, and nobody knows where the fire is. We don't know whether it's fire, but lot of fume and smoke. தங்கம் நம்ம தீபம் பத்த வச்சோம்ல அது. Okay, anyway, they are taking care of it. There's so much of smoke outside the door and the entire staircase. Okay, let us forget it. Okay, please repeat after me. 9.4. Maya tatam idam sarvam
Maya
Maya
atatam
Maya
itam
tatam
sarvam
tatam
idam sarvam
sarvam
jagat avyaktamurtina
jagat
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 avyaktamurtina
avyaktamurtina
matstani sarvabhutani
matstani
mastani
Mastani
sarvabhutani
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 nachaham teshav avastita.
nachaham
nachaham
teshva
teshva
avastita.
avastita.
Translation: by me in my unmanifest form, this entire universe is pervaded. All beings are in me, but I am not in them. Read the purport.
The Supreme Personality of Godhead is not perceivable through the gross material senses. It is said, Atha Shri Krishna Namadhi Nabhavet Grahyam Indriyaihi Sevonmukhehi Jifvadau Swayam Eva Spuratyadaha. Bhakti Rasamrita Sindhu 1.2.234. Lord Shri Krishna's name, fame, pastimes, etc. cannot be understood by material senses. Only to one who is engaged in pure devotional service under proper guidance is he revealed. In the Brahma Samhita 5.38, it is stated, Premanjana Churita Bhakti Vilochanena Tanta Sadaiva Hridayeshu Vilokayanti. One can see the Supreme Personality of Godhead Govinda always within the heart, always within himself and outside himself if one has developed the transcendental loving attitude towards him. Thus, for people in general, he is not visible. Here it is said that although he is all pervading, everywhere present, he is not conceivable by the material senses. This is indicated here by the word Avyakta Murtina. But actually, although we cannot see him, everything is resting in him. As we have discussed in the seventh chapter, the entire material cosmic manifestation is only a combination is only a combination of his two different energies, the superior spiritual energy and the inferior material energy. Just as the sunshine is spread all over the universe, the energy of the Lord is spread all over the creation, and everything is resting in that energy. Yet one should not conclude that because he is spread all over, he has lost his personal existence. To refute such an argument, the Lord says, I am everywhere and everything is in me, but still I am aloof. For example, a king heads a government which is but the manifestation of the king's energy. The different governmental departments are nothing but the energies of the king, and each department is resting on the king's power. But still, one cannot expect the king to be present in every department personally. That is a crude example. Similarly, all the manifestations that we see and everything that exists, both in this material world and in the spiritual world, are resting on the energy of the Supreme Personality of Godhead. The creation takes place by the diffusion of his different energies, and as stated in the Bhagavad Gita, Visthabhyaham idam kritsnam. He is everywhere present by his personal representation, the diffusion of his different energies.
Tat Sat. Thank you, Sumita. So here, very, very nice sloka is quoted from Rupa Goswami's Bhakti Rasamrita Sindhu. Prabhupada is quoting how Krishna is saying that all beings are in me, I am not in them. By me, in my unmanifest form, this entire universe is pervaded. So, Prabhupada gives the explanation that how Krishna is not perceivable through gross material senses. Sometimes people say that, oh, I saw Krishna. Like this, some Babajis, either in Vrindavan or outside, somebody, oh, my Lala, my Krishna, I saw Krishna, like this. Very easily they take it Sahajiya. But here, this verse describes the characteristics of Krishna, that Atasri Krishna Nama Adi Na Bhave Grahyam Indriyaha Sevan Mukehi Jivhado Swayam Eva Spuratyada. Sometimes people may ask that why should I chant? I am worshipping Krishna or I am doing so many other things. Is chanting important? How chanting is very, very important. Atha Sri Krishna Nama Adi. Starting from name, Krishna's Sri Krishna's name, Nama Adi. Adi means beginning with name. So name, form, quality and pastimes of Sri Krishna. Na bhaved grahyam indriya. So beginning with the name, his form, his quality and pastime and entourage, anything of Krishna cannot be grahyam indriya. Indriya means senses. With our blunt material senses, we cannot perceive the transcendental Krishna's name, transcendental Krishna's form, his transcendental qualities. Everything is spiritual, divine. But whatever senses we have are all material. So we cannot perceive Krishna through our senses. You cannot see Krishna with your eyes. You cannot hear Krishna. But one thing you can do. Sevan mukehi jivha do. Jivha means tongue. By tongue, if you engage in service, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. So if you vibrate the tongue, if you do seva through jivha, by tongue if you serve, there are two services the tongue can do. One is vibrate the holy name of the Supreme Personality of Godhead. Another is it can intake the prasadam, which is offered to Krishna. So these two things, if you constantly do, Sevan Mukehi Jivhado, Swayam Eva Spuratada, how this name, form, qualities, and pastimes of Krishna are not visible to the blunt eyes, but Krishna can reveal them to you if you do service through your tongue. So it is very, very important to do chanting. And of course, eating prasadam comes second, but first is chanting. So Lord Sri Krishna's name, form, pastimes, etc. cannot be understood by material senses. Only to one who is engaged in pure devotional service. So I told chanting in a very easy way, but Prabhupada is very nicely mentioning how only one who is engaged in pure devotional service under proper guidance, to whom Krishna reveals name, form, qualities, and pastimes. So in the Brahma Samhita also it is said that with great love you should wear an ointment in your eye. And the ladies, they wear mascara, they wear what is that, eyeliner and all that. They kajal, they put the eyeliner on. So like that, premanjana churita bhakti vilochanena sanda sadaiva hridayeshu vilokayanti. Same how the ladies are putting in the eye. Same way, prema anjana. Anjana means mascara or eyeliner or the kajal, which the girls put in the eye. Anjana. Prema anjana. You have to decorate your eye with the love. Premanjana churita. So bhakti vilochanena. So the bhakti premanjana, with the great bhakti, when you offer service to Krishna, Santa Sadaiva Hridayoshi Biloki, when you are showing lamp to Krishna with great love and affection, you should show that lamp to Krishna. How will I show the lamp? There is a lamp in between my eye and the Supreme Lord's eye, or my face and Supreme Lord's face. There is something in between, token of love. I am going to offer this lamp. But how should my eye be decorated? My eye should be decorated with great prema anjana, and with great bhakti I should offer. So when we do that, santas sadeva, we become santas. We say sadhu, santas, sant ganas, we say santa, the one whose spiritual personality. Sadaiva hridayeshu vilokayanti. So Supreme Lord enters into the heart through that affectionate dealing. One can see the Supreme Personality of Godhead, Govinda, always within himself and outside himself, if one has developed transcendental loving attitudes towards him. So it's very important. Krishna giving mercy, Krishna delivering you, all that comes. But do you have a transcendental loving attitude towards him? It's very, very important to have a favorable loving attitude towards Krishna while performing services, while dealing any dealings, while chanting, while looking at the deities, while offering any kind of service. Now this entire month we offer lamp. So any dealing, we have to have that transcendental loving attitude towards Krishna. Thus for people in general, they don't have this. So he is not visible to them. So here it is said that although he is all pervading, Krishna is present everywhere, but nobody is able to see him using the senses. All of us are having the senses. Krishna is there in every atom. Did you see at least one Krishna in one atom? So there is that nice movie came, that Mahavatar Narsimha, in which the Prahlad Maharaj was blessed by the Supreme Lord that he will be able to see the Lord everywhere, and he was able to see. Same way in the in Bhagavad Gita also we read Pandita Samadarshana, not how he is Samadarshana, because he sees the Paramatma residing in heart of even the dog eater and also a Brahmana. Everybody's heart, the Supreme Lord is residing. So, but actually, nobody can see him, even though everything is resting on him. As we have discussed in the 7th chapter, the entire material manifestation is only a combination of his different energies. So you have superior energy, spiritual energy, and the inferior marginal energy. So you have bhakti, which is superior energy, internal potency, and you have marginal potency, which are jivas. Then you have external potency, which is so many material things which you are seeing around you. All those things are coming under the material energy. So there is marginal energy. Just as the sunshine is spread all over the universe, the energy of the Lord is spread all over the creation, and everything is resting on that energy. So yet one should not conclude because he spread all over. Sometimes the Mayavadis, what they do is, even some Muslims, they say that God is everywhere, so he doesn't have a form. Because they think that if somebody has a form, they are limited to one location. So they'll be in only one location, they cannot be everywhere. So when we say that the God is everywhere, then how can he have a form? Moreover, he is not visible to the blunt eye, gross eyes. We already saw that with the senses, you cannot see Krishna, you cannot hear Krishna, you cannot feel Krishna with this material senses. So there is a possibility that they say that we should not conclude that just because he is spread everywhere, he has lost his personal existence. No. So this, in order to refute this argument, Lord is saying, I am everywhere and everything is in me, but still I am aloof. Because he is spiritual, he doesn't mix with material. For example, there is two analogies given here. There are two analogies. You people have to discuss these analogies. This 3, 4, 5 slokas have a lot of analogies in the purport. So what is this? One example is given about the sun rays. Just as the sunshine is spread all over the universe, the energy of the Lord is spread all over the creation. So the sunshine energy is spread all over the universe, but at the same time, sun is also there. No, it is not that sun is vanished when the light comes everywhere. The sun is vanished. It's not like that, right? So one should not conclude that because he is spread all over, he has lost his personal existence. So to refute such an argument, the Lord says that I am everywhere and everything is in me, but still I am aloof. There is an example given here. For example, a king heads the government, which is but the manifestation of the king's energy. The different governmental departments are nothing but the energies of the king, and each of the department is resting under the king's power. But still, one cannot expect the king to be present in every department personally. That is a crude example. Why it is said crude example? Can you tell me? What is the example given here? Who is the personality who's given as an example?
King.
The king. Very good. The king, what is the duty of the king? He is heading the government, right? He has different departments in the government. And is every department is functioning under direction only. The king's power only is getting executed. But still, you cannot expect the king to be present in every department personally. But here, Lord is present. Why it is said to be crude example is because Lord is present as Paramatma in every atom also. But actually, he need not do anything because his Shaktis, internal energy and external energy and marginal energy, all the Shaktis are his servants. And they execute the duties for him. So he doesn't execute, but he's conscious of everything. He's like a manager. The manager need not do labor work, but is conscious of how much is the production happened in the factory, how much raw material came, how much went, and what is the overall turnover. Everything he knows. But Krishna is even more. He is present in every atom, so he's conscious of every living being. So similarly, all the manifestation that we see and everything that exists, both in the material world and spiritual world. Sometimes devotees, when I interact with some new neophyte youth, they say that they talk as if Krishna is absent in the material world. Oh, this is material world. We have to go to Golaka. This is material world. Why Krishna is not there? No, he's there. Krishna is there. Similarly, all the manifestation that we see and everything that exists, both in this material world and in the spiritual world, are resting on the energy of the Supreme Personality. The external energy is a very sincerely surrendered devotee of the Lord, same as the internal potency. But the difference is, in external potency, the conditioned souls come and try to contaminate the entire external energy. She wants the external energy, Maya Devi. She would like to offer everything to Krishna. She wants everybody to use everything to Krishna. She really hankers for serving Krishna, but the conditioned souls who want to enjoy for themselves, so that is why she is treating them like Sautali Ma, because she really wanted Hari Bhakti and she really wanted to serve Lord Hari, and she wanted all the living entities to serve Hari. But instead of serving the Supreme Lord, every living entity is trying to enjoy for themselves. So she become bitch Maya, and she tests them, she puts them into difficulties. All these things, Jada Prakriti, is a temporary manifestation, and she is considered as like a stepmother. Because even though she want to serve Krishna, she is already serving Krishna, and these disobedient souls are living here. So she has to provide an environment in which Krishna is not openly visible. Like in the spiritual world, Krishna is openly visible. The material world, she creates a similar environment, but without the external means display of Krishna. So that is the reason. She also is the servant of Krishna only. She is very sincere servant compared to conditioned soul who have rebelled against Krishna. Maya didn't rebel against Krishna. She is performing a particular service for Krishna. So the creation takes place by the diffusion of his different energies. So she is also, external energy is also one of the energy. And the creation takes place by the diffusion of the different energies. And as stated in Bhagavad Gita, Vistabhyam idam Krishnam. He is everywhere present by his personal representation also. So sometimes the crude example given about a king, the king may not be able to present, he cannot expand and present in every atom or everywhere in his kingdom. Not possible. He is a single person and he has to roam around in his kingdom and he has to find out through some messengers. Sometimes he will disguise himself as an ordinary person and go and find out. But it is very difficult for a single person conditioned to be everywhere and know everything. But that's so it's a crude example. But here, Krishna in the personal representation is present everywhere. The diffusion of his different energies also is present. So there are two things. Internal energy is creating spiritual world, and the external energy creating material world. But still, apart from his energies who are directly connected with Krishna, working under direction, Krishna is also present in every atom. Okay. So let us go to the next verse. 9.5, please repeat. Nachamatstani bhutani
न च मत्स्थानि
Nachamatstani
भूतानि
bhutani
Bhutani
pasya me yogam aishwaram
पश्य मे
pashyame yogam
योगमैश्वरम्
yogamaishwaram
द्वयम्
bhutabhrina cha bhutesto
bhutabhrina bhrina cha bhutasto
भूतभृन्नभृन्नभूतस्थो
mamatma bhuta bhavanaha.
mamatma
ममात्मा
bhuta
भूतभावनः
bhavanaha.
Translation. And yet everything that is created does not rest in me. Behold my mystic opulence. Although I am the maintainer of all living entities, although I am everywhere, I am not part of this cosmic manifestation. For myself is a very source of creation. So it is like a person who is making a doll. A person who is making a doll um, or a play house, he will be outside the construction. But he need not enter it. If he wants, he can enter, but it is not mandatory. So the creator of the creation is outside the creation. So this is also in Bhagavatam, many verses that's also mentioned. He's a part of it. He knows everything what is going on, but he doesn't mix with matter. Even though he comes as avatar in this material world, he comes in every atom, he still remains aloof from matter and he remains in his Satsidananda Swarupa, his transcendental form only. He doesn't become one among the matter. Okay. Somebody start reading.
The Lord says that everything is resting on Him. Matstani sarva bhutani. This should not be misunderstood. The Lord is not directly concerned with the maintenance and sustenance of this material manifestation. Sometimes we see a picture of Atlas holding the globe on his shoulders. He seems to be very tired, holding the great earthly planet. Such an image should not be entertained in connection with Krishna's upholding this created universe. He says that although everything is resting on him, he is aloof. The planetary system are floating in space, and this space is the energy of the Supreme Lord. But he is different from space. He is differently situated. Therefore, the Lord says, although they are situated on me, inconceivable, on my inconceivable energy, as the Supreme Personality of Godhead, I am aloof from them. This is the inconceivable opulence of the Lord. In the Nirukti Vedic dictionary, it is said, Yujyate, Yujyate Anena Durga, Durgatesu Karyeshu. The Supreme Lord is performing inconceivably wonderful pastime, displaying his energy. His person is full of different potent energy, and his determination is itself actual fact. In this way, the personality of Godhead is to be understood. We may think of doing something, but there are so many impediments, and sometimes it is not possible to do as we like. But when Krishna wants to do something, simply by his willing, everything is performed so perfectly that one cannot imagine how it is being done. The Krishna, the Lord explains this fact. Although he is the maintainer and sustainer of the entire material manifestation, he does not touch this material manifestation. Simply by his supreme will, everything is created. Everything is created, everything is sustained, everything is maintained, and everything is annihilated. There is no difference between his mind and himself, as there is difference between ourself and our present material mind, because he is absolute spirit. Simultaneously, the Lord is present in everything, yet the common man cannot understand how he is also present personally. He is different from this material manifestation, yet everything is resting on him. This is explained here as Yogam Aishvaram, the mystic power of the Supreme Personality of Godhead.
Om Tat Sat. Thank you, Navani Prabhu. Hare Krishna. Now, again, continuing the relationship with the Supreme Lord with the material world. Here, Lord is telling that everything is resting upon Him. Matstani Sarvabhutani. So everything is resting. Like earlier, also, He is telling how the pearls are strung on a thread. Yeah, all the universes, they are all functioning properly because there is a controlling thread within them. So you may see the beads only, but you will not see the thread. When you see a mala, beads, then you can see that the beads are not falling down and running here and there. They are all properly together because there is a very thin thread connecting them. Same way, Krishna is the connecting thread everywhere. So, but this should not be misunderstood. The Lord says that everything is resting upon Him and it shouldn't be misunderstood. The Lord is not directly concerned with the maintenance and sustenance of the material manifestation. He doesn't involve in work. He's supreme enjoyer. He doesn't work. So, sometime here, nice example is giving, Prabhupada is giving. Have you people seen this Atlas thing? How many of you have seen Atlas? You know, in school and college, they will ask us to buy an atlas, right? You know who that atlas is? It's a person actually. One second. Let me see. This once upon a time when we were children, this picture is very, very famous. That a person called Atlas, he will be holding the globe. Let me show you. And I don't know, this is some Greek god or I don't know, whatever, some king or human being. He is made very, very famous. And even that atlas which we are studying, where map and all will be there, no, that atlas is named after him only. See this person like this. Actually, world is not a globe, it is actually flat like a lotus flower. But this is the Atlas. He's an old man and he's very strong. Sometimes they show him as very strong person, and he will be holding this globe in a very very tired way. Sometimes you can even see when I was small, I've seen pictures of this Atlas. He's sometimes even sweating. Let me see if I can like this also. So with great difficulty, he will be holding. So Prabhupada is telling, kindly don't imagine Krishna to be like this. It's a wrong idea to think of Krishna to be like this. Oh. We see a picture of Atlas holding the globe in his shoulders. He seemed to be very tired, holding the great earthly planet. Such an image should not be entertained in connection with Krishna's upholding this created universe. So you should not think Krishna is holding with great difficulty. It is nothing for him. He has millions and millions of universes. There is only one earth planet this Atlas is holding. So he says that although everything is resting on him, he is aloof. The planetary systems are floating in the space, and the space is the energy of the Supreme Lord. So, through the energy of the Supreme Lord, and the energies work as a different personality, like a Radharani's Antaranga Shakti, Durga Devi's external energy. We are all marginal energies. We are all each one a personality. So, all of them can serve Krishna. Krishna is supreme enjoyer. He need not even work. He need not become tired by holding anything. But he can be conscious. He can be present everywhere without putting effort. So he is different from space, is differently situated. Therefore, the Lord says, although they are situated on my inconceivable energy, as a supreme personality of Godhead, I am aloof from them. This is the inconceivable opulence of the Lord. So Lord opulence cannot be conceived through this. So in the Nirukti Vedic dictionary, it is said Supreme Lord is performing inconceivable, wonderful pastime. Karyeshu means the various activities is inconceivable. Yujyate. Yujya, yoga, yukta. All these are. The Supreme Personality of Godhead is performing instant wonderful pastime, displaying his energies. His person, so he's constantly as a Ishvara playing with his energies, and energies are manifesting so many things for his service. Like this. His person is full of different potent energies. He is a personality, but he has many, many energies, and they are all under his control, except very little conditioned souls. Everybody is directly under his control. Even living entities are under his control, either directly or indirectly. Those who are already devotees, liberated soul, are directly under his direction, and those who are conditioned souls, they are under the indirectly under his energy. So that this determination is itself actual flat. So in this way, the personality of Godhead is to be understood. So you should know that Supreme Personality of Godhead, first thing, he creates, maintains, and annihilates the material universe. He is present in every atom. He is conscious of whatever is going on everywhere. How? By his personal presence as well as by his energies, and how all the cosmic manifestation, everything comes into existence. They stay for some time and then they are destroyed. That sometimes many million of earth years, is sometime a universe stays. And in this way he created millions and millions of universes, and he's conscious of every living being, everything what is going on in every atom in all these universes. At the same time, he stays divine. He doesn't mix with matter. So the overall idea is Supreme Lord doesn't mix with matter. So we may think of doing something. So we may have impediments in our execution. For example, we may think, okay, I want to do this, I want to do this, I want to do this. But sometime we'll be able to do it. Sometime we'll have so many hurdles to doing it. Sometime we'll not be able to do it at all. Even though we plan, I'll do like that, then I'll do like this, then I'll do like this. It's all imaginary. It may happen very rarely. Sometimes it may happen with a lot of hindrances and difficulties. And third is sometimes it will not happen at all. So we may think of doing something, so it may not manifest. But when Krishna wills, everything manifests, because all his energies will see to that it is happening. So we may think of doing something, but there are so many impediments, and sometimes it is not possible to do as we like. But when Krishna wants to do something, his supreme will be executed. Everything is performed so perfectly that one cannot imagine how it is being done. You cannot even see. If Krishna wants to create any universe, this, that, everything is energies carry out as a sincere servant in a very, very perfect way. So even you cannot see how it happened. That is why people are neither able to see the will of Krishna nor the energies who are personalities who are making it happen. So the Lord explains this fact, although he is the maintainer, sustainer of the entire material manifestation, he does not touch the material manifestation. Very, very important point to be understood with the relationship with matter. Krishna doesn't mix with matter. He does not touch the material manifestation. But even though he is present in every atom. So simply by his supreme will, everything is created, everything is sustained, everything is maintained, everything is annihilated. Krishna doesn't do hard work like Atlas. He just creates, he just maintains, he just annihilates. Very, very simply, he creates by his own will. He need not perform, his energies will perform. So there is no difference between his mind and himself because he is thinking and immediately it becomes manifest. Because he is absolute spiritual personality. So simultaneously, the Lord is present in everything. Yet a common man cannot understand how he is present personally. So Krishna is personally present in his abode. At the same time, he is present in every atom, in everywhere. So ordinary person cannot perceive this. He is different from his material manifestation. He is different from this, but at the same time, everything is resting upon him. Yogam Aishwaryam, Yoga Aishwaryam. So this Yogam and Aishwaryam represents the mystic power of the Supreme Personality of Godhead to be simultaneously in multiple forms present everywhere at the same form, at the same time staying as in a single form as a Ishvara in another place. Sometime I want to tell one example and close this. Like sometime people talk as if when Krishna came here, they talk as if Krishna's and Yashoda, everybody has vacated, Radharani has vacated, and they have come to this Brindavan. So Bhagwan idhar aaya hai, Supreme Lord aaya, Radharani aaya. So the Golok chod ke, sometime we hear some Hindi lecture, one time I heard, they said, how Krishna is very affectionate to you, that aapko utna acha Golok chod ke, and they said in Hindi, he left his very sweet Goloka and he came here. So the totally misunderstanding of Krishna consciousness, where Krishna is telling he doesn't leave. He can be simultaneously present in, because you are not able to be simultaneously present everywhere. You underestimate Krishna's power or potency that he cannot be everywhere. So we think that when he is coming to material world, then he is absent in the spiritual world. Okay, Yashoda came to material world, Yashoda is absent in the spiritual world. So it's a very, very wrong concept. Only they can expand into as many forms as Krishna desires, not according to their desire. When we develop bodies based on our desire, we are born in the material world. But when we act for the service of Krishna in spiritual world, then we get liberated. We don't get birth again and again. Even if we get birth in order to guide people to become an acharya, for that only we will be reborn. We will not be reborn because of our karma bandhana. Okay, thank you very much. Hare Krishna. Any questions or comments? 5, 4, 3.
Hare Krishna Mataji.
Hare Krishna.
So I think maybe it's like I don't know if it is the right question to ask, but there are stories even in serials. I mean, sorry Mataji if I'm referring serial, but where say that there's constraint because of which Radharani and Krishna was born, but we understand from Bhagavad Gita Krishna was born only for devotees specifically. Otherwise, Krishna need not come to earth. But there is this story where in Goloka where there is a curse stories circulating. Is that true, Mataji? I think it's false, but I want to hear from you.
Very, very simple to understand. This when we go to Vraja, they say some. We just, for example, if somebody is performing some magic, when can you enjoy the magic? Insofar you don't find out that he's hiding the card under his packet or something like that. When you know it, then the fun goes away. Same way they are saying some pastime, we just shake our head and come back from Vrindavan. That's all. We don't inquire too much or drill upon it. But basically, as devotees, we should understand, especially followers of Prabhupada and reading these books, we should understand very, very clearly the bigger picture. That there are millions of universes. There's not only one universe. And Krishna is present both in spiritual world and in the material world. Right now, Kaliya pastime is going on in one universe. Right now, his appearance pastime is going on in one universe. Right now, his whatever Govardhan lifting pastime is happening today. Now, this very moment, Gopas are standing. They are on the 7th day. In another universe, they are on the 6th day. In another universe, they are on the 5th day. They are standing under the Govardhan. So, in this way, Krishna's not only these pastimes, he has more pastimes. Everything is being performed simultaneously in material and spiritual world. And to Brahma fears to create. He says that, my dear Prabhu, I am forgetting you regularly, so I don't want to forget you. I don't want to involve in this creation, because I may forget you, because of everybody will glorify me as the main creator. They can see only me as a karta. Like sometimes when you see the laborers working very hard in the construction site, you may not see the owner, you may not be able to see the engineer, because the engineer will just monitor in camera, CCTV or something. He'll be sitting in his office, but practically you will see only a laborer struggling hard. So Brahma and the laborer make become proud that I am the one who constructed this big building. Same way Brahma says that I may feel proud. Then Krishna promises that you do this duty for me. I will come every day, once in a day I will come. So there is no curse and other things required. Almost every time he is accompanied by his internal potency, his first plenary expansion, primary expansion is Balram. So Krishna, along with Balram and Sri Balram, Sesha, they three will come in almost all the pastimes. In various reasons that one may, they may create some beautiful reasons for them to come. They may create some pastimes for them to come. In this way, they may create various leelas. But there are crores and crores of universes. So for each of the universe, what kind of story are they going to tell? Is this the same curse to which they are coming? So it's not like that. We don't know what is the activity going on Vrindavana, Goloka Vrindavana, what kind of pastimes and beautiful dealings happen. Sometimes Krishna create calamity in order to create a very sweet environment. So it may be due to the will of Krishna. We are seeing here Krishna, by his will only all the energies will act. So if Krishna wills to create such a pastime that there is a cursing, there is a fight, it may happen. Sometime by the will they all talk, like when how Krishna came. You want to authoritatively know, read the Krishna book. Why Radharani came, read the Krishna book. So Prabhupada is mentioning that the Andaranga Shakti will accompany the Supreme Personality of Godhead, because people will know the Ishvara, the object of worship. They will become attracted to Krishna, but they won't be able to know how to approach him, how to perform devotional service. So only by the association of Andaranga Shakti, one will know how to worship the object of worship. So Krishna is the object of worship, but how to perform the worship is explained or demonstrated by the Andaranga Shakti. So Antaranga Shakti and the first expansion, Balram or Adishesh, will certainly accompany every avatar, almost every avatar also. Either there she is coming as Lakshmi, like this. So then they may say some pastime, just hear it and forget it. We should not deep dive into the philosophical meaning. Then we may question, certainly questionable, some pastimes. Some are authorized, some are unauthorized. So we don't know which is authorized and unauthorized. If they are within the ISKCON circle quoted by Prabhupada, that is authorized. So you should understand that the internal potency may go according to her own will. She may go. Sometime by the force of Krishna, she'll go. But she will go to the material universe to give company. Krishna will feel very bad to stand alone as deity or in the past times. So she'll pleasure giving potency she is. So she'll join for service in various smaller forms, follow a smaller detail. She'll join into the practice of affection. Showing affection is various ways: Ravanam, Kirtanam, Vishnu Smaranam, Padasevanam, Archanam, Vandanam, Dasyam, Sakyam, Atmanivanam. This is the way we render our service. Is that okay?
Okay, thank you.
Okay. Any more questions or comments? 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. Okay, as there are no more comments or questions, we'll wind up here. We'll offer our loving, respectful obeisances to all the Vaishnava devotees of the Lord. And then to Srila Prabhupada and Guru Maharaj, who is engaging on this transcendental loving devotional service. Vancha kalpatarubhyascha
Rubhya eva cha patitam nam pavanebhyo Vaishnavebhyo namo namaha.
Ananta Kodi Vaishnavarand ki jai.
Jai,
Srila Prabhupada ki jai.
jai,
Guru Maharaj ki jai.
jai.
Gaura Premanande Hari Hari Bol.
Hari Hari Bol.